right, good morning everybody and welcome to Teal House Farm off-grid cabin edition. Today I just wanted to give you a super quick, I always say that, it's still probably going to be a 10-minute video, but a quick family update. So we haven't been able to take you with us on quite as many family adventures lately because there's been so much farm and homestead content to get up on YouTube as well because it's spring. And so I'm kind of gonna cram a bunch of the little shots and content that I've collected over the last month and some of our things we've done with the kids and kind of share those with you. So anyway, here we go. It's been super busy. Most of you who are watching this have probably been with us through it all, but Annie did have her big surgery, and so every weekday is therapy day. And because we live on a homestead in the middle of the country, therapy is an hour each way, and it's been a humongous time commitment. It's basically half your day every day is spent driving, having therapy, and driving back. And I bring all the kids with me about half the time, so they have become waiting room experts. They are awesome, I will say. I know waiting rooms are not the most fun. We try to make them fun. We bring games, or we bring our tablets, bring school, whatever we need to do. We try to make it as positive of an experience. We do special things too when we're in town, but I know it's a big commitment and they have to come with us a lot because when you homeschool, your kids are always with you, and I don't always have a babysitter available. So they have been troopers, but it's kept us really, really busy. But the big girls, the oldest two, did have a special day the other week. They have been asking for a long time to get their ears pierced, and we finally decided that they were old enough to be responsible enough to take care of them. So we had a very special big kid date with one of their really good friends, and we all went to the city and we got their ears pierced.
All right, that's what those feel like. Okay, and so same thing that Lexi did. When after I put the ear huggers on, so I want you to breathe normally up until that point. Don't hold your breath and wait for me, okay? After I put the ear huggers on, when I tell you, we'll take a big breath in and blow out birthday candles. Very good. And you wish to have your ears ready.
Troopers. It is a little bit scary going somewhere new. We decided to go to a tattoo parlor to make sure that everything was clean and that the person doing their ears knew what they were doing. And so you obviously meet different people than you've met before, and there's also sometimes scary things on the walls for your little kids. So they did great. They weren't intimidated at all, and they were so excited, and now it's done. And last night, actually, the big girls stayed up extra late and they helped me put together this cardboard clubhouse I found at Target. It was only 20 bucks and I got it for the little girls. We've had a lot of really rainy days, which means you can't play outside. And so I thought it would be really fun for the little girls to have something special to wake up to. And so they don't know it's here, but the big girls, they stayed up all night. Well, not all night. They stayed up several hours past bedtime and helped me color and put this together. They have it all designed inside. There's a bed and there's a kitchen in there. And when the little girls get up this morning, I will try to get a video for you. They don't know it's here. They're going to be so excited. And it's hopefully going to give them something fun to play with today because it's looking like it's going to be yet another rainy day. Back to Annie. So she has been doing just so well. We have been so impressed by the difference that we have seen since her surgery. She's now working on walking and strengthening without wearing her braces, which is something we wouldn't have even imagined talking about 6 months ago, because her braces really, they gave her the stability that she needed, and she couldn't walk flat-footed without her braces on because her ankle was being contorted so badly by how tight her muscles were. And so the fact that she's able to run on a treadmill without her braces on and climb and stuff without those braces on, without us having to worry about her, twisting her ankle or hurting her foot, that's really amazing. And we're very thankful that we took the leap to have the surgery done. It was a hard choice to make because, you know, there's obviously no promises with the surgery. And sometimes the surgery, because it takes away all the tightness in your muscles, it can expose other problems you didn't know were there. Like if there were other muscles in her leg that were weak from her stroke, and you couldn't tell because the other muscles were so tight, so it was covering it up. So they definitely cautioned us that, you know, there could be that outcome. They can't, you know, make any guarantees. And we really struggled with making this decision, but we just couldn't watch her get worse anymore and watch her mobility kind of disappear. And I'm thankful we made the leap because she's doing so well. And this is the first time in a long time, really, since she was probably 2, since I felt like her future looks better than her past. And it's not going to be a sequence of just watching her get slower and having more labor trying to move around, but watching her gain freedom in motion. And we're just so thankful that we took that leap and did that, even with the humongous therapy commitment, because we're only halfway through the going every day. She has to do it for a full 6 months, and then it's 2 to 3 times a week for another 6 months. And so, and then back to our regular therapy schedule, probably for another year or 2, which is 1 to 2 times a week, which is much more manageable. Goobs is 2. We had a little birthday for her not too long ago, and she is all 2. And so she's definitely a bit of a handful right now. I know some people call it the terrible 2s, other people call it the teachable 2s. 2-year-olds definitely have a little bit of a spunk in them, but they are little lovers, and they really just want to please. And most of the time they're just frustrated that they don't have the words or the capacity to explain themselves, and they feel like they're not being listened to. So I found that most 2-year-olds are pretty good little kids, but that they are just frustrated easily by the big grown-up world around them. So, but she is doing great. And then right above her in line is JJ. JJ is on the verge of being a big kid, and she knows it. I don't know that she's had too much excitement the last few months. She did take her very first trip to the dentist, which scared most people. But after watching her sisters go to the dentist every 6 months and come back with cool little prize packs from the treasure chest, JJ thought that she was going to an amusement park. And it was one of the best experiences of her life. And she was so excited to be there. So she's just enjoying some of those big kid rite of passages, dentist visits, being able to go on special trips with just mom. She's now big enough that we can go on our special dates to the store during nap time. Sometimes if Sam is home, I'll sneak out with just one of the kids and run somewhere. And she's big enough that she could skip nap time if she needs to. So loving life and all the new adventures there are for her. And then finally is Patton, and he is 9 months old now, and he is just growing like a weed, and it is so fun to see his little personality just exploding every day. Also, I feel like I have a new perspective having had a child who did not meet a lot of developmental milestones. Every time he hits a milestone on time, I feel like I need to set off fireworks or something. It's such a relief, and I'm so thankful now that I know everything that goes into a child reaching milestones. It just seems like an amazing miracle at every time somebody manages to reach one. And so he's doing great, and overall everyone's doing great, and we're just keeping super busy. There's lots of new homestead content coming up. There's so much going on the homestead. It's grown a lot this year, which we're very thankful for. It's becoming much closer to sustainable, which we're thankful for. Oh, and I almost forgot, Sam finished his last semester of all the science classes he had to take to go to in-person clinicals. And so he has 2 weeks off right now, which he's just enjoying. We're going to maybe do some special family trips, places, maybe go to the zoo, just enjoy some time with the kids. And then he is off to clinicals, which is going to be a very quick year of a lot of school and a lot of time in the hospital. He's excited, but he's a little nervous, but I know he's going to do really well. And then once he's done, life I think is going to look different for us, and we're excited for that. We're excited for him to have a job where he's not working 7 days a week. Felt like we've not seen him in years, and we're excited. Even though nursing does have long days, he was already working really long days. At least he's finally going to have some days off. where he can see his family, and he also will be making better income, which will be amazing for some of the dreams that we have for our farm, for either fixing up this house or building one that's more accessible for Annie's needs on the same property. That we're still trying to figure out. And if you want to watch the whole video of that discussion and why it's a hard choice, I will link it below if you missed our live stream. But that is all. I think I'm going to go ahead and make some breakfast, and we'll see if we can get some shots of these little girls discovering their special surprise that the big girls put together for them. And that's all. So thanks so much for watching, and we will see you soon.